Hi friends, this is Shekhar Srinivasan, Managing Director, LS Solutions Private Limited, a .NET trainer and an architect. This is the fourth part of the Bootstrap free video series. In this video, I will try to explain how to use the carousel of Bootstrap. Carousel is used for providing an efficient slideshow on the web pages. Let's try to understand how to use Carousel plugin with a simple demo. Let's start the demo.
I already opened the Visual Studio.NET and also included the Bootstrap CSS and the images which are required for working with the carousel. Now let's try to add a web form. Let me increase the font size. I provide a title saying that Carousel Demo Bootstrap 3. Now in order to work with the Bootstrap, we need to include the CSS file. So let me try to take the bootstrap.css. Now in order to work with the carousel, we need to perform three things. The first operation that we have to do is we have to provide something called as indicators. And after indicators, we need to have something called as the wrappers for the slides. And once we provide the wrappers for the slides, we need to have the controls to control the sliders. So these are the three things which we need to work with this Bootstrap carousel. Now let's try to continue further. The first div, I try to specify an ID. For example, carousel example. And let's try to specify this. The class for the carousel, I have to specify it as carousel and I need to provide the slide. So I try to take the support of slide. Then I just try to use a data dash ride equal to carousel. Data dash ride is an attribute which is used to mark a carousel as animating starting at the page load. So when the page is loaded, if we wanted to start with the animation, then we take the support of this data dash ride equal to carousel. Once we have done with this thing, now let's try to provide the indicators which are required for us. Now in order to provide the indicators, what I try to do is, let's try to take an unordered list. I take a class where I say carousel indicators. I have three images, so what I try to do was, let me try to provide three list items. Data dash target equal to hash. The target is going to be my carousel example and data slide to 0. And this is going to be the active one. So I say class is going to be active. So once I just try to specify this, let's try to take one more list item, data dash target equal to hash carousel. The target is going to be the example, the same div tag, slide to 1. One more list item, I just try to specify the data dash target is going to be carousel hyphen example and data slide to 2. So I prepared the indicators. These are the indicators which we will have. Now once I have done with the indicators, the next thing we need to provide the wrappers. In order to provide the wrappers, let's take a class div class equal to carousel inner. So once I specify this, we need to add the list of items, that's nothing but the images which should be displayed in the slide. So I try to take a class div class equal to item, and this is going to be the item which will be active initially. In this, I would like to have the first image. I try to drag and drop the image. Let me use the width, for example 100%. I provide the width, and in case if you wanted to provide a caption, I can take one more div class equal to carousel caption. This is going to add the captions what we require. I try to provide something called as flush slide. In this way, what we can do is we can just add the number of images that you wanted to show on the slide. So once again, I take div class. This is again an item which will have a image, width I just provide as 100%, and once again I say div class carousel caption second slide. Next again I try to take div class item. Let's try to take the third image also. The width I just specify it as 100%. The caption is optional. If you want, you can provide the caption, else you can just ignore it. I just specify it as third slide. So these are the three things that we have to do. So once we have provided the wrappers for the slide that are required, the next thing that what we have to do is we have to have the controls. So in order to provide the controls, what I do is, let's try to take a anchor. The class I provide as left, and this is going to be a carousel control, and this is going to refer to the target as the carousel example, which is the div, and I add a data dash attribute called a slide, where I just provide the value as pre. And in this I would like to provide a GIF icon, so I say span class GIF icon, and I just simply use a GIF icon I just specify cher1 left. So this is one control which I have to provide the previous option. Once again I try to take one more anchor class. I just use right, and this is again a carousel control, and href is going to target to the carousel example. Data dash slide equal to, I try to specify it as next. Within this I would like to have a span. Once again I try to add a GIF icon, and I provide cher1 right. So these are the controls which we would like to have. Once we done with this thing, next what I require is I need the JavaScript files to support this carousel. So the Bootstrap provides us a Bootstrap thing, so I can take the support of bootstrap.js. Since bootstrap.js is a jQuery file, we depends upon the jQuery file, so I try to take the support of jQuery.js. Now let's try to execute this particular page. we can just try to observe that these are the indicators that are available for us, and we have the slides that are there for us, and we can observe that once it is trying to navigate from one slide to the other slide. You can also observe that there is a caption that's available. If you wanted to move back to the previous one, you can also click on the previous one. If you wanted to move back, you can also click, else it will try to slide one after the other image also. Hope you have understood how to use the carousel of Bootstrap 3. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This encourages me to develop more and more videos. Thank you.